Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Looking first at the American League East, the Twins got 11 hits overall as they grabbed the win against the Ducks, 4-1. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.
Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, we've got a perfect day for baseball. It's the Minnesota Twins taking on Long Island. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. Our starting pitcher in this one, Dan Larson. What do you have on him, Siggy?
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
All right, ready to get underway. Now it's the shortstop, Royce Lewis.
Leading off the afternoon for Minnesota, the shortstop, Royce Lewis.
Here comes a pitch. That one misses. And with that, we're underway in the Bronx. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
And a count 1-2.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. Let's see if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Next offering down in the dirt. And here it comes. The punch out there, down on strikes, and he knew it.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And now for the Twins, Austin Martin. And the first offering is not close. Nice warm day here, good baseball weather. Does that change anything, Chris, especially for the hitters?
Absolutely. You feel so much more comfortable at the plate. You're not worried about, getting jammed on fastballs inside part of the plate. You can kind of be more selective instead of just looking out away so that you can get the barrel to it. And that part, you can get on the inside part of the plate as well.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Luis Arias takes a ball here as he stands in now. Left-hand batter waits. Good eye right there. Next pitch off the plate, and it's 3-0. No score, just getting started, top of the first. And the 3-0 finds the zone. The wind and the pitch. Now fly ball to right center. Marmolejo makes the catch, and that'll do it. Down go the Twins in order. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back at Yankee Stadium, and now pitching here for the Twins, Devin Smeltzer. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
The pitch. Lawrence Cohen leading off here as he looks at that one outside the zone. Next one is off the plate. 2 balls, no strikes, the count. That's a strike.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
Ripped to short. Lewis throws to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Take a look at the lineup. An offense that knows how to mash, Chris. Lots of power throughout the lineup. They're leading the league in homers right now.
Yeah, and I think when you're facing a team like this, pitchers coming in, they see the stats. They end up trying to nibble, trying to work on the edges, trying to expand the zone. And so I think the key, if these hitters can stay within themselves, obviously they have the ability to hit the ball a long way and score runs quickly. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Larnach makes the play, and there's 2 away. It affects the game in so many ways, right? Your ability to come back is usually tied to power. If you can deliver a huge hit with one swing of the bat, it really changes your capability when you fall behind. Stephen Cohen getting ready to hit. Cohen, 4th in the American League in batting average this year. Next offering is down low. Ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1. Next pitch misses, and a count 2-1.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
2-1 now. And it's fouled away. The wind of the pitch. On the ground to the left. Martin over to first in time. And that'll do it. Second inning coming up in the Bronx. No score. Now it's Franmil Reyes. Having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected.
Franmil Reyes.
Larson back to work. Swings through that one. Larson. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. The pitch. Started to swing, held up.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Kicks and deals. Yeah, there's the strike. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
And he deals. And down on strikes he goes. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Check swing, but he went too far. 0-1. Next one misses, and the count is 1-1.
Boog, our man Daryl Parker, DP, at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
And strike 2. Yeah, he's one of those umpires that I have to see make his call on a borderline pitch before I start making my call. Like you said, it's not always predictable, but it's pretty fair for the most part. Next one off the plate inside. The count now 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The pitch. Misses, and that's ball 3. Hard hit left side. Score at 5-3 for the second out with the third baseman shifted over there.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Trevor Larnach, the next Twin up to hit. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Next pitch downstairs. 1-0. Right-hander kicks, deals. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
2 outs. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 and 2.
The wind of the pitch. No score here in the second. Three-2 now. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that is that. Twins are set down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the DH, Gary Bond.
The designated hitter, Gary Bond.
The pitch. Strike 1. Just missed. The 1-1.
Nope, that's a ball.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
And now it's even up. And that just misses. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
The first baseman.
Next is the speedy first baseman, Elvis Santos. He's a guy who does it all. Checks over to first, back safely. That one's in there, 0-1. Nothing here in the bottom of the second. The next pitch misses, and the count even 1-1.
Ball, 1 strike.
First offering, runner goes.
Ball 2.
Pitch misses, and that's a stolen base, not even close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get into scoring position.
And that one hit to first, into the outfield, base hit. Reyes fires it to the plate. He beats it safe, and it's 1-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now the right fielder, Spencer Savage. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Save. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Runner leads away at second. Good eye in that spot.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Larnach makes the grab. 1 down.
Batting 7, the center fielder,
Andrew Marmolejo now at the plate. Marmolejo, 8th best batting average in the American League. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Santos over at second, 1 down. They say you win.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, 2 now. And ball 1.
Second time.
And now it's 1-2. And another ball.
2 strikes.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. That one ripped. Buxton makes the catch. 2 down.
batting 8, the third baseman,
Cedric Henry, the next to hit. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Line drive, caught. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's an early 1-0 lead. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Byron Buxton. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
And a pitch. Now 1-1.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Kicks and fires. Just missed. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%. No, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Next offering is fouled back. And the right-hander deals. Ball one there.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Next offering is way upstairs. And the pitch. And now the count filled up 3-2. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Swings and misses out number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. In there for strike 1.
0-1.
And a pitch. On the ground, right side, Santos picks it up. A flip to the pitcher covering. That's the third out. Twins retired in short order. They're down 1-0. Now at the plate, Al Moose. His home and away splits there.
For Long Island, the second baseman, Al Moose.
Smeltzer back to work. That's a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Lawrence Bowen.
Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Lawrence Cohen. In there, and it's 0-1. Here comes a pitch.
He needs a quick 1-2-3 this time around. Last inning, threw a lot of pitches.
And now the lefty swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And there's one away.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. People at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
So up next, Mikey Cohen. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. There's a ball. Throw to second. Ow! And a pitch. On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back for more from the Bronx. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Royce Lewis.
Royce Lewis.
The right-hander back to work. Now one missed.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And there's the strike.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
The next offering misses. 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
Righty delivers. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Inside, 3-2 the count.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Got him. And one out now.
Quite the start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Austin Martin will hit next. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Next pitch is popped up. Santos pulls that one down, 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Luis Arraez.
2 outs, base is empty. Luis Arraez stands in. And that's in there for strike one.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
The Twins still looking for their first hit in this one. That one down the line. Santos takes it to the bag. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Nothing doing here for the Twins. They trail here 1-0. Bottom of the fourth, and now the catcher comes up to him, Stephen Cohen.
Leading off for the Dubs, the catcher, Stephen
Hawaii to kick the pitch.
Cohen.
And that's down and away.
Ball one, no strike.
The 1-0. Good eye right there. The pitch. Off the mark there. And that's ball 3. The wind of the pitch. And that's in for a strike. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Carrie
Designated
Bond.
hitter, Carrie Bond.
And there's something you don't see very much in today's game, the pitch out. Smeltzer with a move to first. And he's back safely. And here it comes. There's a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Next one misses. 2 balls and a strike. At the belt and fires. Swing and a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And here's the first baseman, Elvis Santos.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
In there for strike 1.
All one's the count.
And he deals. In the air, center field. Buxton settles under this one. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Spencer.
Now it's the right fielder,
Savage.
Spencer Savage. Pitch misses inside, ball 1.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
2 on, 1 out. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
The pitch. Line to left. And it's in there. Base hit. Cohen headed for the plate. Larner to third. Not in time. He's safe as a run scores.
Just a simple soft liner in the center field for the knock right there. Maybe a little bit fooled by the pitch, but he did a good job of staying through it, and that allowed him to fight it off and just get enough behind it.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. And here is Andrew Marmolejo.
The center fielder, Andrew Marmolejo.
Next offering is down low. And that's ball 1. Bond On third, Savage over at first with one away. Out towards right center field. Reyes coming on. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. Runner tags from third. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning.
Well, as a former outfielder, I love this play. When you get the opportunity to throw a guy out at the plate, makes the catch as the runner tags and a laser throw to the plate on the money for the double play. It's time to go hit.
Welcome back. New inning getting started. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Franmil Reyes.
The right fielder, number 32, Franmil Reyes.
The pitch. In the air, left field, going under it. And there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Now it's the Twins DH, Jorge Polanco. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at bat.
Next offering misses, and that's ball two. The pitch.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Here's a 3-0. And a strike. Kicks and deals. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's Trevor Larnach. Move to first. Polanco back in his stomach. That one's in there, 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
0-2 as he waves at that one.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
0-2 now. Got him looking. And he's down on strikes for the second time today.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
And stepping in is the speedy Byron Buxton. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And that's in there for strike one. And misses inside. Here's a 1-1. There's a swing and a miss.
That looked like a case of deciding to swing no matter what. That pitch was way up. Nice job of the pitcher knowing that this hitter's looking for something up that he can drive, but he just expanded the zone to his advantage.
Line drive. Dives, and he can't hang on. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Colton Wong up to hit. On a line out towards center. Marmolejo pulls it down, and that ends the inning. Twins strand a pair. They trail things here 2-0. Back here at the ballpark, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And the batter now, Cedric Henry.
The third baseman.
Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
The wind and the pitch. That one the other way. This looks like extra bases. And now it rolls all the way to the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Next to hit, Al Moose.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Second baseman, Al Moose.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Buxton raging back towards the wall. Grabs it on the run. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out.
Now batting, the shortstop.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the power speed combo. Lawrence Cohen.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Next pitch downstairs, and that's ball 1.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
And the 1-0. Fought off foul. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
And the pitch. That one not close. Ball 2. Runner on at third, 1 gone. Smash to the left side and foul ball.
Well, I've noticed they've been pitching him hard inside, and the key is if you're going to make a mistake, you got to make it off the dish. If it leaks out over the plate with this kind of power, you'll be asking for a new baseball.
The pitch. And there's a ball. And that's ball 4.
Well, he's normally going to fill up the strike zone and really limit base runners, but his command in this one just seems off out there. A lot more walks than he's used to giving up.
1 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Mikey Cohen. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. And first offering is fouled off. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. That hits the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Good speed on the base paths. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or a run and hit.
Swing and a ball popped up. Base hit and a run in to score. The throw to third. And he's in there. A run comes in the play.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Devin Smeltzer done for the day, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Marcos Duplan takes over on the mound. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Runners on the corners with one gone. Here's the catcher, Stephen Cohen. This guy's turned into one of the best catchers in the National League. Larnach moving to his left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sacrifice fly. And they lead by 4.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job to drive in that run from third.
Next is the designated hitter, Kerry Bond. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter.
Runner takes off, pitches low. Throw to second, great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
And the righty deals. And a count 1-2. Cohen on at second with 2 down. And down on strikes he goes. Good job at damage control right there. 5 innings complete. The Ducks out front 4-0. Back now in the Bronx, and here's the catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
Leading off for the Twins.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Kicks and fires.
Oh, that's low.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
Up next for Minnesota, the shortstop, Royce Lewis.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. And the batter will be the shortstop, Royce Lewis.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
First pitch just misses.
Count 1-0.
And a strike in there. And a pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Ripped to third and caught.
Up next for the Twins, the third baseman, Austin.
2 outs, base is empty.
Martin.
At the plate, Austin Martin. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. First offering misses the mark.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 outs. Stays alive. The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And a ball and 2 strikes. That one the other way. Moose to first, and that is that. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The Ducks on top 4-0. Bottom of the 6th, and now the first baseman, Elvis Santos. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And the right-hander back to work. And downstairs. Righty to the plate. And it's even up.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
On the ground, right side. Fires to first on the run. And a quick out, number 1. Seeing you think about some of the memories at Tropicana Field. Obviously, the World Series in 2008. Wade Boggs, though, his 3,000th big league hit, a home run in this ballpark. Savage lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. Here comes a pitch. On the ground, and that's just foul.
Yeah, really cool because it was a new franchise and there wasn't any history, there wasn't any success yet, but him reaching that milestone, I think, brought some real attention to, this city and this ballpark.
Reyes makes the catch, and there's 2 away.
The center fielder, number 99, Andrew.
Here's the center fielder, Andrew Marmolejo.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Buxton on the move as he glides back. Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Top of inning number 7. And now for the Twins, Luis Arias. The Twins in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
The pitch. And that one is in for a strike. And the right-hander deals. And now 2-1.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
And the pitch. This one in the air, center field. Marmolejo settles under it and makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down.
The right fielder, number 32, Franmil Reyes.
Franmil Reyes getting ready to hit.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
And the next pitch is way outside. Hard hit right side. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second. Not in time. He's safe.
The batter.
Man at second with 1 away. And now the DH, Jorge Polanco. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. In the dirt, and the runner holds. Bullpen activity starting up now. Michael Jackson appears to be warming for Don Mattingly. Aram, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Reyes leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Gonna count 1 and 2.
Ooh, Baez. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
And a 1-2. He swings and fouls one off. Left-hand batter waits. The punch out there. So he's gotten deep into this game, and at least so far, not showing a ton of signs of fatigue.
Trevor Larnach.
And next for Minnesota, Trevor Larnach. Out there to center. Racing, makes the catch. And that will end the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1. They're down 4-0. And welcome back. Bottom of the 7th. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Cedric Henry.
The third baseman, Cedric Henry.
And a pitch. Good eye right there. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Juan Minaya appears to be getting loose. Moran, a left-hander, also throwing. The 1-0. That clips the corner.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
And he deals. And that chance handled. Gets it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now back. The second baseman, Al Moose.
Now here is Al Moose. 1 for 2. Right side. Wong collects it. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Lawrence Gowen.
Here's some real power at the plate. Lawrence Cohen. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Righty delivers. That one drifts inside. The 2-0 is in for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Hard hit, left field, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one flying 114 miles per hour, so that's flexing your muscles a little bit.
And the 1-0. There's the strike.
Down 1-1.
Pickoff move to first, and he dives back in safely. The pitch. Just off the outside edge. And a curve misses outside. The 3-1. Chop to first. Flips it behind his back. That's the inning. We look ahead to inning number 8. The Ducks with the advantage on the scoreboard, 4-0. Back here in New York, we're at the top of the 8th. And now for the Twins, Byron Buxton.
The center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Larson back to work. That's down and in. The 1-0. And another ball. And a foul ball. To the right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. First out in the top of the 8th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Colton Wong, the next Twin up to hit. They say it went.
0-1's the count.
The next pitch misses, and that is ball 1. Kicks and fires. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. Right side, hard hit. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting.
Man at first with 1 gone.
Ryan.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Ryan Jeffers. In there for strike 1.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And here it comes. Now 1-1. And now 2-1 after that missed inside. The pitch. And a foul ball. At the belt and fires. That one is absolutely belted. That's going back. Back some more. And out of here. He got just enough of that one. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they cut into the deficit. It's 4-2. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden, they're back in this ballgame.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Dan Larson out of the game, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Dwayne Red on the pitch here, and this guy can bring it velocity-wise. Back to the top of the lineup, Royce Lewis, the next Twin up to hit.
The shortstop, Royce.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Red is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. Right-handed reliever. And the 1-0 misses low.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew it by him at 99. Still only one out here in the inning. That one close, ruled a ball. 3-1. Foul ball there. In the air, out towards right center. Marmolejo in position, puts the squeeze on that one, and there are 2 down. He's so consistent that the manager basically can look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game.
Martin.
So 2 down now, and here is Austin Martin. And first offering is fouled off.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good, and you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
Rips one to right. Can't get there, base hit.
The first baseman, number 2.
So digging in, Luis Arraez. Red checks the runner, and he's back in standing.
They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
That one's in there, 0-1. And the slider just misses. The next offering misses, and a count 2-1. Left-hand hitter waits. Bounce to the right side, and it gets by him. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Back-to-back singles. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
And now it's going to be Franmil Reyes. In there, and it's 0-1.
You know, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release point.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now 4-2. Coming out of the bullpen for the Twins, Juan Minaya. It's his job to keep his team in the game.
Juan Minaya.
Ready for the bottom of the eighth. Here's a speed threat, Stephen Cohen. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. The wind and the pitch. Misses inside. 1-0.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
The wind of the pitch. Now this is in the air down the line. Reyes makes the grab. One away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Barry Bond.
Carrie Bond digs in now. And that's in there for strike one. Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Drew Pomeranz, the left-hander, up and throwing. One down, base is empty. Foul ball. Next pitch is in the dirt. 1-2 to count. Kicks and deals. And now the count is even. Ground ball right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. Pitcher gets to the bag for the out.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Elvis Santos, the next to hit. This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. In there for strike one.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
Next offering is fouled back. The pitch. Stays alive. The 0-2. Ball one there. Hits for average power. The ability to field, the arm, and then the speed, really impressive. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Mariano Rivera gets the ball now. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. Back at Yankee Stadium. We go to the ninth. Now it's the DH, Jorge Polanco.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
And the pitch to the right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Trevor Larnach.
Trevor Larnach, the next Twin up to hit. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And the righty deals. And a swing and a miss there.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
And a pitch. Got him. Now 2 away.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
So up next, Byron Buxton. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Two outs. Out to short. And that'll do it.
I'd say these guys really needed to win this game today. It pushed them over the top to win the series, which is great. But when you go on the road, going into some hostile territory, you want to have a lot of confidence, and you want to be feeling really good about how you're playing, as well as to your left and your right, your teammates, that they're on track as well.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Sciambi. Talk to you soon.
Here now is our final line score. First, for your victorious home team, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Twins, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.